Beautiful weather across the area. Another perfect day, almost a snapshot of what we saw yesterday. Highs, whoa, you see that really quick? A bird just flew right through the screen. That was a kind of an interesting apropos moment. 70s and a few 60s on the beaches. Probably going to lose those 60s over the next couple of days, and definitely by about Tuesday, going into Wednesday, Thursday. So those highs today, if you liked them, probably going to have maybe enjoy tomorrow, because after that it starts to get a lot warmer, especially once you get away from the coastal areas. Might still hold on to a few low 70s by about Tuesday, Wednesday, but beyond that, it looks like everybody will get very warm again. The National Weather Service in San Diego went ahead, and that's why I'm showing you just a little nook right there of Orange County. They decided to go ahead and throw in a heat advisory already. I'm sure the good folks in Oxnard will throw in some of that for us. Right now we are focused on the wind advisory for a lot of our mountain areas, for Ventura back up through Santa Barbara, just like we saw last night. So it's sort of a similar pattern. And the winds not overly strong, definitely blowing though out in the Channel Islands and along the Gaviota Pass. The gusts really not showing up too bad, but there's a little strength upstream, so might see a little intensity picking up for the Santa Barbara South Coast over the next few hours. Temperatures also reflecting. You can see the warmest spot right now, at least minus, say, Paso Robles and Ojai, is along the South Coast. You can look at your beach communities to the west and east of that area. And because they are cooler, you can see they're getting the wind more off the ocean, whereas you're getting that little offshore effect also really reduces your humidity values. Look at 48%, 43, and then it gets a little moister as you get away from that offshore effect. So again, yesterday and today, talking about storm systems roaring into the Pacific Northwest. So what does that mean for us? Well, currently strong northerly flow, and that's expected to pick up even more so as we head toward, again, about the Tuesday, going into more toward the middle of the week, and then Thursday should be our peak day. So Wednesday, Thursday, we expect to get hot, especially once you get away from that little sliver of the coastline where, well, that will likely be the place to be. Again, with all the beach closures, that can be a problem, especially as we go down into Southern California, where, of course, Orange County is still dealing or grappling with the effects of being on the list, so to speak. There's the offshore flow through Tuesday. Look at the cloud cover. We still get storm systems running at us, but there's really no threat for rain. As far as fog, really does not show up much over the next couple of days. Doesn't mean that it won't be a possibility, but it looks like this right here will be the reason why, with that northerly flow developing through tomorrow. Kind of backs off in the morning, but then we do expect to see it kicking up again Monday, possibly Tuesday being the strongest day of the wind, especially along the Santa Barbara South Coast. And as far as temperatures, there it is right there. We go into those 70s tomorrow along the beaches, a few 80s pop up inland, and then we'll see what it looks like as we head toward Tuesday, where we do expect to see another jump. And look at that right there. We see a lot more 80s and a few 90s popping up, and the Gaviota Pass right there showing an 81, which is probably indicative again of that offshore flow. As far as temperatures for your particular area, again, much warmer conditions expected to pick up, and the wind, we're going to watch out for the South Coast. That's one of our windiest areas whenever we have a northerly flow developing. Other areas will also get those winds, but probably not as much. And again, look how pretty that is expected to be. Some 60s, 70s, and even a few 80s popping up. Looks like the next 2 days will be great. Then we start to get a little bit on the uncomfortable side. The warmth will be a little bit extreme. Combo swell out there of 2 to 5 feet. Not a whole lot of cleanliness in the water as far as the waves being a little bit sloppy, but at least there is some surf. And this shot beautiful by Joy Dumais, shot this morning, I think, if I got my date right. And Stearns Wharf, obviously, and just a great stellar shot of Santa Barbara. And there it is, Santa Barbara, your forecast. Again, watching the wind on Tuesday especially, and look how warm it gets beyond that. Wednesday, Thursday, we start to cool off a little bit as we head toward next weekend, but it looks like despite the fact that some clouds will start to come in, we do expect to see maybe the marine layer rearing its head by next weekend. But overall, we stay well above normal even into next weekend. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.